Oh, we are live. This is the Love Gurus podcast. Thank you for being here. It is Thursday night. It is 8:30 p.m. Eastern, or at least close. I was having tech problems. But anyway, take your ridiculous dating questions now.
It's going kind of bad.
It's going shitty.
If you find out your girlfriend accidentally banged your dad.
It was he fell on her.
He's a clumsy old man, and she's a hooer. So what are you going to do?
If you find out your fiance has been slipping it to your mom.
The dog is angry back there.
Oh, yeah. Let's drink some blood.
To tell you what to do. Listen to the Love Gurus, or your life is screwed. Love Gurus.
Oh, there we are. We are live. This is the Love Gurus podcast. Thank you so much to everybody for being here. We are the Love Gurus. We are taking ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit and you guys in the chat, man. So if you're listening live, definitely give us a chat. Oh, Tim on YouTube says today's chat room is brought to you by New Amsterdam vodka.
Nice.
Ocean spray cranberry and sun-kissed orange juice.
Whoa, okay.
Mix them all together and have a good time. There we go.
That sounds delicious, I must say.
That does sound delicious.
Yeah. Love a little ocean spray. You know, it's nice to have a cold ocean spray and sit on your deck and
little ocean spray?
And have your neighbor splash pool water on your face.
The
I mean,
pool
that's
water is
really
pretty
what I
goddamn good.
aspire to. That's why we do this podcast. So one day I could own a house like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to, at best, we're going to be able to afford those, like, plasticky pools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're just going to get a sprinkler next to it. It's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
be like
at best we're going to afford public pools. But that's
Fuck
okay.
yeah, dude.
But
Put
that
an
doesn't matter.
apartment
We're doing
real
it
close
for
to
the
one.
love. The love at the Love Gurus.
Yes. And also, if you're listening, be sure to like and subscribe. Do it now. It's in the bottom left corner or wherever it is. I think it's left corner, isn't it? Does that sound right for YouTube?
I don't know.
Bottom left corner? Feels right. You find it. Root around in there. Look for that button. See that thing above my head? Click it. Do it.
Get your little raccoon paws out. Root around for it.
Goddamn
you know?
right. Even if you have hooves, even if you're some kind of Island of Dr. Monroe experiment that's gone wrong, you don't have hands, you can still like and subscribe.
You were
Every single
crossbred
thing
with
in there.
a pig. You
Fucking
were
A
crossbred
right.
with a pig. And
Yes.
You got pig hooves now. You still look beautiful, by the way. But
Goddamn
just
right.
say.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, right in. Type with your little hooves. But super excited about tonight's shows, man. Let's introduce our guest. First up, she's a hilarious stand-up comic, returning guest, Lizzy Cassidy. Thank you for being on the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Tell
thanks for being
the
on.
good people where they can find you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Lizzy Cassidy, Lizzy with a Y at the end, and on Twitter at Lizaster.
Nice.
Nice,
Great
nice.
handle.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And our second guest, another hilarious stand-up comic, another returning guest, Mr. Ray Zawondi. Thank you for being back on the show.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, you could find me at Ray B. Killin'em on
Ray B. Killin'em.
Instagram and Twitter.
I like
He
the handle.
is
All right.
another great handle. Yeah.
So I'm liking tonight's episode, but before we get into the questions and the comments and all that good stuff, I want to plug our next week's episode because we're going to be doing a live audience podcast.
Whoa!
Yes, ridiculous dating questions from Reddit and a live audience at Grove 34 in Astoria. So if you are within a few hours or even a few hours more than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely make the holy pilgrimage. Trek out here Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern at Grove 34 in Astoria. But if you're, further than that or just can't make it, you can still watch it on YouTube. We're going to be live streaming the whole time, just like now. We're going to be taking the comments and the chat, all that good stuff. So definitely watch next week. But if you can, show up, because it's going to be only $5 tickets, and they come with a free glass of wine with the ticket? That's crazy.
I know.
Dude, we're like humanitarians. This is ridiculous.
You're
Especially-
losing money if you
We are losing
Yeah.
money. That's an astute observation. So if you're in New York, definitely please come check out the podcast because essentially the price of getting a $5 glass of wine is just listening to our podcast, which I have done.
Yes.
I've done much worse for a $5 glass of wine. So definitely,
Yep.
please
Absolutely.
come check it out. Grove 34 in Astoria.
And the atrocities I've committed just for a shot and a beer, I mean, you guys, for $5, you get a ticket to the
Yeah.
show. You get ridiculous dating questions from Reddit. really depraved savages. So come hear us drink and riff on the ridiculous questions and, make some questions, comments yourselves, that kind of thing.
Definitely. I would say if there were a theme for tonight's episode, it would be family troubles. Family troubles.
All right.
That's
good.
really what's kind of effing the people up writing the questions today. It's their family, which, we all get it. Like, we've all, been there. It's our family gets in the way of our relationship, et cetera, et cetera. So that's, I think, what the theme would be.
There you go.
But also, we should plug our fifth member of the podcast.
Oh, shit. The unofficial fifth member of the podcast. That would be the white wine that I'm drinking right here. Do you want a delicious Sauvignon Blanc? Then get you some Cloud Factory. That's right. It's got a hot air balloon. It's fancy, dude. This is what, like, white-collar business criminals from, like, the turn of the century would drink. That kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The first explorers across the great oceans were greeted by the long white cloud, which told them that they had at last sighted... Dude, is this like a J.R. Tolkien or whatever the fucking guy's name is? New Zealand. Okay. These long white clouds still bear the precious rain that through the marvelous mechanic... dude, this is...
Yeah.
Dude, this is like shitty Shakespeare. It really is. Maconite of the veins. All right, I think that's a word.
Sure.
Macany of the... I don't know, dude. It's super little writing, and it's hard to
Yeah, I
read.
was gonna say.
Maybe they wrote
Give
it...
him some glasses.
Maybe
Dude,
they
I
wrote
have
it
good
while
eyes,
they were
too.
still in the hot air balloon, and so they misspelled a bunch of it, so that's why Jake is having so much
Higher
trouble
than a
reading
goddamn
it.
high air balloon.
I won't
when they wrote this
blame
thing. That's
Iowa
right.
State education. No,
Yeah.
I will not.
No. Now, all right, to be fair, I will blame Iowa State education. Here's why. I just got a closer look at this word. The word is mechani. I have no fucking idea what that means.
Oh,
No, I don't think that's
Yeah.
on you.
Mechani.
It's multiple mechanisms.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Just put mechanisms, you fancy.
I would have believed
hot air
anything.
balloon fucking wine bottle. Anyway,
Pretentious.
through the marvelous mechanisms of the vine, it is refined by nature into the perfect Sauvignon Blanc. The Cloud Factory Sauvignon Blanc is as fresh as the dew on a Marlboro morning. Alive with aromas of stone fruit, and minerals with flavors of guava and lime. That's right, dude. I like the smell of stone, It's just a good fragrance. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of soap is that? Is it stone? Fucking like stone.
Well, it's
This is crazy.
stone fruit, right? Which is like cherries and peaches and stuff.
Shit,
Whoa,
really?
no, you
Dude,
didn't.
I'm learning all kinds of stuff today, man.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Was yours actually the truth, or did
Yeah,
you lie
I
like
don't
me?
know. I think so.
I think Lizzie hit the nail on the head. Yeah, she's talking about pitted fruit essentially. Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, this thing is full of stone fruits, and that's why it's tasty as balls, bro. Cloud Factory Sauvignon Blanc. Get you some. Now let's take our first ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit.
First question. Father disowned me 2 months before my wedding that he's paying for. I'm 26, and around 10 years ago, my dad, who's now 65, cheated on my mom, who's now 61. While he was out of the country, he got married without my mom knowing and sprung it on her and the whole family of his 9 children. It was heartbreaking because he essentially said that he didn't want us anymore. I helped Karen reassure my mother, and after some time, my mother's encouragement, I began a relationship with my father again. We've maintained a happy relationship, and we're close. He moved with his wife over to the same country of us, and I don't have anything against her, but to be honest, I just don't like to associate with her. My mom's very sensitive to me seeing her, and she also asked me not to. I personally also don't want a relationship with her. That's why I don't want to see her. Flash forward to now. My dad has turned to me only 2 months before my wedding to tell me that he's disowning me if I don't go to his house and pay him respect, basically meaning accept his wife, that I'm extremely disrespectful to, and it's extremely disrespectful that I haven't accepted her already, and he will be done with me. That in itself destroyed me. But to go a step further, months ago, he promised to help pay for my wedding. It seems a little strategic that he's going to disown me before the last half of the wedding payments are due.
I
when
like
he
the
knows-
idea of it's a guy who's so cheap. He's just
Yeah.
looking for reasons to disown. This is going to cost how much? How dare? No, don't. You spilled a thing. I don't.
When he knows that I don't have the funds to pay for the wedding myself. It feels like he's trying to attach puppet strings to me and get me to do what he wants so that he can brag to all of his friends that his children accept his relationship. Should I go to his house and kiss the ring, or should I just pull the wedding altogether? So to give a quick recap, so the person writing the question, she's 26, she's getting married. 10 years ago when she was 15, 16, his dad goes to another country and just marries another woman, even though he's already married. Okay, we don't know the logistics, whatever.
This does seem like the opening to the classic Tom Hanks comedy Money Pit. You know.
So he comes back to the country and is like, says to his wife and 9 children, listen, bitches, you ain't enough for me. I married this other chick. She's probably smoking hot. Fuck you guys. Well, then she's rebuilt the relationship. The dad, she's now since gotten engaged. The dad said, listen, I'm going to pay for the wedding. 2 months before the wedding, which is now, he's saying, oh, by the way, I'm actually not going to make those final deposits on your wedding until you come over and basically accept my bride. So I don't know. I mean, what's your guys' hot take? To me, it's personally, as someone who is engaged, I would never commit myself to something that I couldn't pay for. You know what I mean? It's like if your friends invite you out to a bar or to dinner, I would never go to said places without knowing, okay, I can pay for my meal, I could pay for my bar tab, whatever. A wedding, on the other hand, is obviously a different story. But it does sound like the dad is making a very strategic play to get the daughter to, again, come over and have some sort of stressed relationship with the stepmom. What do you think is the best that could come out of her going over to the house and being like, yeah, we like Sabrina. She's great. Thanks.
The timing on it's weird. Did she say that he was married to her mom when he went down to South America when he met her? Or was there cheating involved and all? Or?
Yeah, so definitely cheating. Again,
yeah,
I don't
fuck
the
this guy,
logistics, legality, again, maybe it was her mom, but they weren't legally married, or maybe there was a religious ceremony involved, maybe multiple wives, et cetera, et cetera. So it's definitely the dad went on his own to a different country. He didn't say South America, but we can say that. Went on his own.
Yeah, that was all you.
Yeah, he had 9 kids. I'm surprised he came back. I mean, I don't
Yeah, why wouldn't
I
you
also
just
wouldn't have.
stay in? Yeah, why wouldn't you just stay in Argentina?
We're legally married. We
seems-
ate ayahuasca and fucked in the magical fuck swing, and
Yeah.
now we are together forever.
Yeah.
We're tied before God.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah.
an asshole for coming back.
Yeah, dude, he should
Yeah,
have stayed down
stay
there. That
gone.
was the move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He should have done what Carol Baskin's husband did, fake his own death. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Blame it on his second wife. She
Yeah.
was annoying him anyway.
No, but I actually kind of agree with Ray because, well, no, I don't kind of. I fully agree with Ray because, listen, if you're going to burn your life down, burn it down. Don't strike a match and light a corner of the house on fire. Burn it down. You have a wife and
Right.
9 kids that you don't want to be responsible for anymore. You need to move to Brazil, do the immigration, do the thing. Don't come back to wherever and be like, oh, by the way, now I want a relationship with you guys. You fucking
Yeah.
had that. You had that. What are you
yeah,
talking
but
about?
burn the bridge. Don't just graffiti the side.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And so, to me, it's the fact that the person writing the question, she's like, well, it's my dad still. I want to have a relationship with him. She's sort of siloed, the relationship. She's like, okay, I
Sure.
know that your wife is over here. I don't ever want to touch that. I'll have a relationship with you, but I don't want to talk to Sabrina,
Yeah, I think what she should do is go to the new wife, be all gal pals with her.
Yeah.
Get the money for the wedding, and then fuck off and never talk to her dad.
Yes!
That's
Thank you.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my
That's
first.
a smart play.
That was my
That's
first,
the plan.
Yeah, that was my first plan, but I didn't want to say it to
I'll say it.
Yeah.
because also, what's he gonna do? unpay the caterer.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Right.
you.
Unless
Yeah.
he's
You be
he
the one
somehow
to
put
burn
it
the
on your
bridge. Who
credit card.
cares?
I mean, it's not gonna happen.
I don't think
Yeah.
he truly gives a shit about them two having a relationship. I think he just realized how expensive it was going to be. Maybe he lost
think
some money
so?
in crypto.
Yeah.
Sure.
And was like,
Getting Bitcoin vibes.
I also
off
think
this
he
guy.
might have lied
Yeah.
to this new woman about how much money he has. Because
Yeah.
if he like went to another country and found some like hot
Right.
bimbo and was like, I'm rich, and
Yeah.
now he doesn't have any money.
How
you
much
know?
is that in pesos?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah, yeah.
He was
Like
probably
that's-
South American rich and then got back here.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
because no matter what country you're in, unless
You're
you
telling me
are,
you have a machine that does the dishes for you in your house? Holy fuck, you must be a billionaire.
Do you have one of those? Because I don't. That would be cool.
yeah, I don't. I'm even poor in South America.
Yeah.
Even this lady would be like, nah, it ain't
that-
happening, dude.
But the thing about this is, again, we're talking about a wife and 9 children. It doesn't matter what your job is. Like, that's a lot of expense.
First of all, nobody should have 9 children.
Yeah,
that's
just
crazy.
You're like, don't even bother
I missed the part
recycling
about the
because
9
you've
kids.
ruined the earth enough with your 9 children.
Is
Like,
this-
don't worry
Yeah.
about your Pepsi bottle making it into
Also,
the
like,
recycling bin.
being a bad father to 9 children is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now there's a bunch of freaks out there, dude. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Now I
true.
have to put up with these freaks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like,
You've angered an entire sports team. Worth
yeah.
of people.
I don't
This
want
is
to do
ridiculous.
that. I don't want to have to date these emotionally
It's like
stunted
it's
people.
like the people that are like, it's like they didn't get hit by the atomic bomb, but they're physically affected by it afterwards. It's like those people and their children.
Well, that first
Yeah,
mom's
generations to
vagina
come.
was hit by the atomic bomb. 9
Boo,
kids.
have
yeah.
to, have to be.
Hopefully, she was smoking cigarettes, so they
Yeah.
were thin
They're
and
small.
Right.
Yeah.
He was like,
Let
I
me
am
just
going to
pop
South
those
America.
out like a coffee bean.
I am not going double digits with this lady. Like, this is ridiculous. I have to do something.
I feel like the kind of family who has 9 kids and a dad that runs away and marries another woman in another country does have a mom who smoked cigarettes when she was pregnant.
Yeah,
like
that's-
that.
Oh, yeah.
That
100%.
reached
Sure.
for sure.
Well, after the first 6, you deserve them. I don't give a shit what the
Yeah,
Surgeon
go
General
for
says.
it.
You deserve to smoke. You get to get high. You get to drink
I think after
whatever
the
you
first
want.
6 months, you deserve it.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
Well, after 6 kids, they're just coming out like Tic Tacs at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you probably don't even know you're pregnant just because you've also been pregnant for so much of your adult life. You're like, are you pregnant? Maybe. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, my grandma
I'm
had
9 months
14.
pregnant and having
14.
a baby. I don't know.
My grandma
Wow.
had 14 kids and was
Damn.
pregnant just all of the time.
That's
Yeah, that's
fucking
what I'm saying.
insane.
Like
'Cause
you're
they were
just kind of always
Catholic.
pregnant. Yeah.
They were Catholic, so the only way that you can fuck is if, the lady's already pregnant, and then you can't get her pregnant again.
The only way
So you got to
can
keep
fuck
her pregnant.
Yeah.
is the worst outcome.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I went to a wedding this last Saturday and it was a Greek Orthodox wedding and they said, I'm not kidding, no less than 17 times, and you will have children and raise them of the olive tree, meaning Greek Orthodox. It was like 78 times.
Everything's
And it's
olives
like,
over there,
we,
man.
we get it. Like, yeah, you want them to have children. Like, do you think they're idiots? Like, they're going to get it. Like, why do you have to say that 17 times in the ceremony? So,
Well, because if they have sex and don't have kids, they're going to go to hell, dude.
Yeah.
right.
They got to at least,
Oh.
they have to
Right.
at least be like,
Oh, I hate that
we're
part.
trying.
Yeah, there's no word in the Bible for ovarian problems.
No.
It's just
Yes.
you were pulling out or you did it right. That was
Yeah,
it. Just
yeah, yeah.
hell or baby. Hell
They
or
need
baby.
to rewrite the Bible to not include gay people or women's rights, none of that, but just rewrite it for men who don't have swimmers. Am I right? Am I
Or
right?
just
Yeah,
for
dude.
pulling out.
Yeah, throw pulling
And-
out
and-
in there. It's fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
have that dude who did the back of that wine bottle write the new Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
God
would
damn.
crush it.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for interpretation on the back of this wine
Yeah.
bottle, and I think that half of these words are just metaphors anyway. Like I don't think it's just serious words. Like some of
Yeah.
these sound like Harry Potter shit. It looks like Harry Potter shit on the front of this bottle. Look at that. It's a goddamn Harry Potter book, is it not?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
cover of a Harry Potter book.
Yeah, he would call pulling out like expelling your seed on her thigh.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Hot. Yeah.
I pulled out my magic wand and blew all over Hogwarts.
But yeah, so I think Lizzie hit the nail on the head from the get-go. My final advice is, listen, your dad is kind of a piece of shit. And so as you get older, listen, not everyone has to be friends with everyone. And so why would you want to, especially as, if you have kids or whatever, why do you want this piece of shit in your life? Because he sounds like a piece of shit. So milk him for those final payments.
Right.
And then if he comes to the, so go over, kiss ring, whatever, give Sabrina a hug, eat her pasta. If that,
I did not think you were going to say pasta. I was like, I don't think he wants them to be that close.
She
lot.
stumbled on the beat.
Okay. Whoa.
Tanisha makes pasta.
You wait till he's coming home. You know what I mean? And you let him walk in on you.
That's how you burn a
You
bridge.
wanted me to love her. Be careful what you wish for, old man. And then you just
Interpret
go back
it
to
as a metaphor or as it was said, up to you. But again, kiss the ring, and then after the wedding, then cut ties with this person, because again, he was a shitbag to you when you were 15. He's
sucks,
again proven himself when you're getting married. Why are you pushing this relationship? Because it sounds toxic as. So,
before we do final advice,
yeah.
I'm behind on some YouTube comments. Joel on YouTube says, family troubles, woohoo, incest questions. Tim on YouTube says, it's just material. I think these are kind of old comments here. Joel says, that label was written by J.R. Ewing while on the Bourbon Binge. A little Dallas reference. Joel on YouTube says, mechani is a gender-neutral mechanism.
Makes sense.
Joel on YouTube says, 9 kids, something sounded fishy. I'd have split after the 3rd kid. Amy on YouTube says, wow, the camera work is great. Oh, yeah, shout out to Amy, dude. She's
Big
doing the
shout
tech
out to
work tonight.
Amy.
Yeah,
Boo, boo,
Amy's
boo,
been
boo.
Amy, say hi to everybody. Yeah. Amy's
it seems
doing
like
the
we're
tech
like
stuff
making
tonight.
her sit in the corner. Well, which we
Yeah,
are.
it's kind of weird. Yeah. Actually, this thing spins. If at any point, feel free to grab it and kind of pull it over.
Hi.
Yay!
Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Joel on YouTube says, is at Amy operating the camera? Yes, she is.
Hells
and he
yeah.
says, hi, Amy. Hello, Joel. Good having you as always, man.
Okay, so back to the question. Final advice for this person. Lizzie, Ray, any final advice?
I think, you burn the bridge. Take the money, fucking have the wedding,
Yeah.
and have
Yeah.
one of your fucking 6 brothers walking down the aisle and tell your dad to fuck off.
Dude, straight up.
Oh, yeah. You got enough family love around you. Like, I know it sucks not having a parent around. Like, as a guy who was raised by a single father, had a long line of ex-stepdads, I mean, it's kind of like 3 brothers equals 1 father, So, like, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. You got
Yeah.
enough family. You're good.
Sometimes one. And I also agree. I think
Yeah.
the 2 chicks should hook up.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I think the 2 chicks
Yes.
should hook up too.
That was a good thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tight.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, really get back at that bastard. Really. I mean, especially because I still am confused about that. She did say he went down there and cheated on her mother with this lady, right?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, see, fuck that. I get the part where part of me wanted to kind of be on this guy's side a little bit because she's fucking a young hot lady from South America. I mean, how do you not love it a little bit? I mean, but it's also like, well, you can't expect your kid to like the person that you cheated on their parent with. I don't give a fuck how old they are. I don't care if they're twice your age. Like, it's like, oh, I had sex with this old retired social studies teacher instead of your mom. It's like, well, you cheated on mom with the old lady, and that was weird. I don't like this old lady. Like, I don't care if she's 18 or 87. You cheated on her. So, like, what do you want? I think you should hook up with your new hot young stepmother from Guatemala or wherever and really, really rub his face in it. Metaphorically.
Really rub your face in it.
Yeah. Rub your face in it. Literally.
Peanut butter
rub
challenge.
his face in it metaphorically. Yes.
Awesome.
Stink up the whole goddamn house.
Awesome sauce. Well, I think we answered that question. Should we answer the next question?
If you have any questions to write them into loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even better, watch live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. For now, we are going to take yet another question from the wild, depraved animals on Reddit.
Next question. My girlfriend cheated on me with my brother last year, and now my family wants me to be nice to them. I'm a 25-year-old female, and I had a girlfriend named Garnet, who's 29. I thought... I know.
Garnet?
Garnet. Someone does not give a shit if they read this. She was like, her name's Garnet. Yeah. And I had a girlfriend named Garnet who's 29.
I'm going to name my kid after a precious stone, but like the 18th most precious stone. That's some shit.
I thought that we had a great relationship, but unfortunately, I found my girlfriend having sex with my brother, Rugby,
Wow.
who's 27.
His brother's name is Rugby?
No. So it's a
These
female.
gotta be
It's a
fake
female
names,
writing
right?
the question.
Her brother's name is Rugby.
Her brother's
and
name
her
is
girlfriend's
Rugby.
name is Garnet.
Yep.
So they live in Bushwick.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, if you name your kid Rugby, he's going to pull some Hunter Biden shit.
Oh, yeah.
Joe never should have named his son Hunter. He was going to grow up to be a cracked up degenerate
Yeah.
who sleeps with his brother's wife, and so is Rugby.
A
He's
dude named Rugby fucks.
a guy named
Yeah.
Rugby fucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A
that's
guy,
fuck, man.
I guarantee you, every time Hunter Biden was out past 4 a.m. in Ukraine, he was calling up a guy named Rugby. That was 100% going on. He's like, yeah, come on, let's fuck each other's spouses, significant, like whatever, and smoke crack. Like that was happening every single day he was in Ukraine working for that company.
When I found out that my girlfriend was cheating, it was devastating and heartbreaking seeing the two people that I adore stab me in the back. But I ran and stayed with a friend, and I got myself a permanent place. So they must have been living together. Garnet, the person writing the question. Over the next few months, I kept my distance, but my parents every now and then would tell me how Rugby and Garnet got together and how Garnet got pregnant. I didn't comment on it, but my hate for them has grown over time. Fast forward to last week, I was invited to a family gathering where Garnet, Rugby, and their new daughter, Sapphire, were also
I knew it
there.
was going to be
Hell
something
yeah.
stupid.
I tried-
Sapphire's arguably least stupid out of any of those
They
names.
sound like American gladiators. This whole group.
They sound like
dun,
dogs.
dun, 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 dun. I'm going to fuck my brother's girlfriend today.
I tried to keep my distance, but my aunt and my brother came over and said hello, so I just nodded and walked away. My aunt then said, "My God, stop being rude and say hello to your brother." I turned around and said, "I have no brother. He died when he thought it was a good idea to stab me in the back." The family
fair.
and I had an argument saying that I should be happy that a miracle was made, and
Oh, they're
feel
one
like
of those. Shit.
I feel like they could enjoy the miracle and be a perfect family.
Is that the name of their second baby?
They've been texting me ever since, saying that I'm selfish and I should stop. So that the family can be happy. Is there a way to resolve this, or should I cut contact? So I think we all get it. So it was two women dating each other. The girlfriend started fucking the brother of the woman that she was dating. They now have a baby. The family is saying, so arguably, like, time has passed.
I missed
like,
that it was a woman
baby-
writing the question. I thought it was two dude brothers.
No. It's a woman.
Dude, I thought it was two dude brothers.
Dude brothers. Dude
and
bros.
that would be cool.
Yeah, dude bros.
That would be my dad's
Yeah.
problem hearing that question. He wouldn't realize that people could be gay. So he'd be like, "What do you mean it was a lady?"
I thought they only did that in Hustler videos for me. What are you talking about?
So the woman writing the question, so time has passed. A baby has been had. So it's maybe been, let's say, a year since, at the least amount of time, since the cheating happened. So now the baby's here and the family is like, listen, the baby's here. Like, you need to stop being a dick and you need to accept them and be cool about it. And she is like, what the fuck? Am I in like the fucking Twilight Zone? I don't know. I'm kind of on this woman's side because I feel like I get, there's now a child involved. And in the long term, that's her niece, et cetera, et cetera. But to me, it doesn't sound like she's had any sort of like proper apology or acknowledgement. Oh yeah, you guys had a relationship and I cheated on you? Like, that really sucks. Like, no one in the family said that. They're just kind of like, get over it. Get over it, you lesbo.
I'm sentimental.
You're a lesbian. What are you talking? You can't have children. Why are you upset about this? Like, that's what I hear in my head.
You weren't going to knock her up with that rubber thing you're wearing. All right?
Yeah.
It wasn't going to happen.
So the family is, A, not acknowledging the fact that she had a relationship. B, not acknowledging the fact that her feelings were hurt because her relationship was destroyed by her brother. Like, she's
It's pretty
owed an
wild, yeah.
apology. And,
I'm sensitive, and I normally don't like to just assume everything is homophobic and this and but like there's definitely some homophobia going on here. In my opinion, it was pretty telling with the whole miracle word. It feels like the family might be kind of religious, and they're like, well, I'm not validating this as a legitimate relationship because it was a gay one, and now this is a straight one. Therefore, the baby is a miracle from the Lord. And it's like the part where it's like, well, I got cheated on. Well, yeah, but not really though, because it was gay. Like that's what the family's thinking.
That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds.
That's what
like
I think's
to me.
going on here, man.
I think the woman writing the question, who we can only assume is named Field Hockey, had her family under the impression that her and Garnet were roommates, probably.
Maybe.
You know, your roommate can fuck your brother.
Do you think that? So you think that
Yes.
maybe she didn't disclose
That's a good
the full
point.
relationship to her
I don't.
family?
I mean,
That's
even
a
if she
goddamn good
did, they
point.
probably were like, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see
And
that.
like, if there's one thing that kind of has me on the side of the family or the brother, or it might sway me a little bit, not fully, but did it say how long that Field Hockey and fuckface whatever were dating?
It
It
implied
does-
that they were living together.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
so
were
a
living
while
together.
then. Okay,
yeah,
so
they
they're
were
a
living
while.
together.
All right.
Lesbians moving quick. Okay,
That's
so
true. This
So it could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been 21 days. We don't know.
Right. This could have been a Tinder hookup.
Well, I think your sibling nailing your girlfriend is terrible, but then
Right.
also having to see the little trophy of
Oh,
it running
Yes.
around.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would smother that little bastard. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I would. Like Scar in the Lion King. That's what the fuck I would do. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I would take it out. I would
Is that
take
the
it out.
plot of The Lion King?
Yeah,
I missed a lot of that movie.
Yeah. Just Scar was gay, and Mufasa had sex with his boyfriend, and somehow there was a baby, and it was a whole. They didn't do it between the lines because it was the 90s, but
Yeah.
it was like a
I
whole
thought
thing.
Timon and Pumbaa were the gay ones. This
Yeah,
makes
that's right. I mean, it's
Plot
like
thickens.
Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that to me is the gay couple.
Nah, it turns out Timon and Pumbaa were just into theater. You know what I mean? They were straight the whole time.
Yeah,
It just kind
that'll
of seemed
happen.
like they was gay.
So, yeah, my final advice for this person is, look, obviously your family does not care about your feelings. Again, maybe they're not acknowledging the fact that you guys were in like a fairly serious relationship before that. And so it needs to be, and I hate even to say this, it needs to be like in an email. There needs to be hard proof of you saying, we were in a relationship, this hurt me because of this, I would like an apology.
Right.
And then based on what the family says, if they just, again, come back at you and say, oh, the Lord doesn't accept gay relationship, well, you know, then that's kind of your answer. Like, how they respond is your answer as to if you should cut ties or not. Because, you know, the fact that they're just like, get over it. Get over it. There's a baby now. I mean, yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah. I mean, what I would do is, God damn, man, I normally don't like to give the advice like cut ties with your family. But, first, Joel on YouTube says, if this would have happened here in the South, it would have been a happy ending. Yeah, there you go. But
Fameless.
Yeah, all three of us would have got married. Shit.
yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks. What I would do, I think you should do more than cut ties with your family. What I think you should do is sort of you come to your family on like a Sunday dinner, whatever you guys do after church. You're dressed all feminine, and you're like, you know what? I think I'm accepting the Lord, and I'm going to stop living in sin. I'm going to go join one of those conversion therapy camps. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh my God, I have prayed for this. You know, and then they get the vapors, they start dancing around and all that shit with the snakes in there, whatever they do. Right. And so they're all happy. Turns out you're not away at conversion therapy. You're out what? Pounding puss,
Yeah.
right? And you just
Finger
come back.
banging.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just come back and you just leave pictures that you took of the finger bangings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just leave it and in the middle of the night, and then you just leave. You know, like you pretend to come back from conversion therapy. You have like a Sunday dinner. You go to the church and everything. You give like a speech about how, I don't know, Jesus or Buddha or Allah or whatever they're into cured you of your lesbian ways. And then that night you just leave a bunch of pictures with you at on Fire Island, whatever. Like just leave them all around the house. Tape them up like a big old shrine, like a big lesbian shrine. Here's the entire field hockey team that I had sex with. Boom. And like you have their jerseys and everything. You just leave them up like retired players on the rafters. You just decorate the house in a bunch of lesbian shit.
I actually
and
think
then
I've
you're out the
been
door
to that
and
art
leave.
gallery opening in
It's gonna
Soho.
rock, dude.
Like, that
I've
doesn't.
definitely been to that art gallery
Yeah,
opening.
I've been to that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I must say.
100%.
Yeah.
And then you write all of this down, and your story will be turned into an off-Broadway play.
I'm mad you stopped Jake with that explanation. I almost got off. I was like, woo.
And then what does she do? Also, does anyone have her phone number?
What were those field hockey jerseys covering?
Play some Melissa Etheridge and spit on it, by God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
good advice just
Leave
for
them
anybody.
in again, don't just burn the bridge. I mean, in this case, dynamite.
Fuck it.
You know
also,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Finger it.
Yeah.
Finger the bridge. Do gay shit on the bridge. Take pictures and then burn the bridge.
I like that the advice for both of the questions so far have ended in lesbian sex. I think that's very
Yeah.
cool. And I'm
We,
glad I wore a flannel today.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's
There you go.
we're pandering to a certain community. Not pandering to, just supporting the LGBTQ community.
Celebrating, if you will.
Celebrating as
Yeah.
well. It is also Pride Month.
Yeah.
So okay.
They
Happy
pulled
Pride.
this shit
Happy
during the
Pride.
month of
Bang.
May.
I didn't put two and two
Or
together,
June,
but
rather.
maybe it was the Pride. I was like, listen, let's quit with the anti-gayism.
Yeah.
Whack.
Absolutely. AlphaPest 2 on YouTube says, "Is the brother better looking? Is the girl hot?" Well, AlphaPest
Really
2, I don't know if
important.
you just tuned in, but it turns out it was it's a lady writing the question. They were in like a gay relationship, and then she left her for her own brother, and the rest of the family seems to be just fucking tickled pink about it.
And in my head, they're all super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my
Yeah.
head, they're all really hot. And in a plot twist, the girl writing the question plays rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Whoa.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Whoa.
The girl writing the question, in my head, she's played by like Hillary Swank, but I'm talking like sort of early 2000s $1 Million Baby Hillary
Yeah,
Swank.
yeah.
Right? And then like even the dad is like Michael Keaton, but not now. I'm talking like Batman Michael Keaton.
Like
you know what I
Mr.
mean?
Mom, Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Not like a Brad Pitt
Woo.
type, but a guy who's just kind of accidentally hot on his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like
love
80s
that.
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all excellent advice. Do we have any other further comments, advice for this question, or should we move on?
All right, I think it is time to move on to our next question on the Love Gurus podcast. People, if you have any questions to write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even better, watch live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. If you're out there on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any of that good stuff, you got to watch the full thing, man, on YouTube. Watch it live. Give us your questions. Give us your comments. But for now, we're going to take our next question from the wild animals on Reddit.
Next question. I want to preface this next question by saying this question was written in by a minor. So I don't know if there's any
This
sort
is
of
like illegal, right?
So the
Legal-
answer can't be have a bunch of lesbian sex?
Yeah.
So
dude,
I don't know if there's any sort of like legal ramifications with giving advice to minors.
Okay,
but
I think what Suzanne means to say is that this question was written by somebody 19 pretending that they're 17, right?
okay.
That was my takeaway from the
I
question.
just want to give this as a preface because if Johnny Depp sues us, I want to like have this disclaimer here, like we don't know what we're doing. Okay, so if someone tries to sue us for abusing minors, like we have no idea what we're doing. Okay.
Also,
that-
shout out to Johnny Depp for winning all that money. If you're listening to the
Oh,
podcast,
fuck
donate
off!
in. Donate in.
No, not. Oh my God. Okay.
Shout out to
can't
Depp.
even
Shout out to
fucking-
Captain Jack. No. See, I'm torn on it because here's the thing. As a guy who's had angry women shit in my bed before, I'm kind of on Depp's side. But then I think about it. I'm like, well, I've never had a woman shit in my bed when I didn't kind of deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm torn. I go both ways on this.
I've always hated
Also,
Johnny
like and
Depp.
subscribe.
Yeah, he can
Johnny Depp.
fuck off.
I've always
Yeah.
hated him.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really? I
Anyway.
mean, I like him depending on the movie. I liked him in the Hunter S. Thompson one.
I think he's always just playing sort of a gay vampire.
Yeah.
It's like the same role
Yeah.
every time.
It's sort of the same voice, whether
Yeah.
it's a
All right,
pirate or
all
the
right,
guy in
let's-
blue.
okay.
He kind of just does it, or he's in court talking about a grumpy being dropped on his bed. It's always me pretending that someone just shit on my bed.
I no, just like
This is triggering.
like it's anyway. I fucking cannot.
What's
say
wrong?
that. So okay, next question.
It was all fake.
New
It was made
boyfriend
up.
sleeps with his mom at night.
His
What?
mom.
Okay.
So lies, being defamed. You're really pissed about the death.
No, because anyway, I can't even. It's it makes me anyway. It's fine. Okay, new boyfriend
Real
sleeps with
herd
his
head
mom
over
at
here.
night. I've been crushing on a guy for so long, and he recently confessed to me that he liked me too. We've now been going out for 2 weeks, and it's been great. We're both teenagers, but he revealed that he still sleeps with his mother at night.
Oof.
His reasoning is, I just love my mother so much.
Wow, this is weird.
That's the worst reasoning.
But if he's a minor,
are
how
so
much of a
many
minor are
other
we talking
reasons.
about?
It's
Is
the
we
most
talking
comfortable
single-
bed in the house. It's a king.
Yeah.
We're poor.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
wanna
just go with we're poor. Don't go with I love my mommy.
I don't
I
want
got
to be.
down feather futon. That's all I
Yeah.
got. Those are my
I don't
two
want to be
options.
mean or unreasonable, but this makes me very uncomfortable. He's super sweet, and I'm so attracted to him. Should I break it off? Yeah, because you're teenagers. But let's pretend you're adults. It is very odd, because obviously there could be a cultural thing of sleeping in the same bed as your mother, but if you're
I mean,
teenagers,
I feel like if there was a
what the
cultural
fuck?
thing where that was normal, we would have heard about it in his comics. We would have been doing jokes about this a long time ago. Even I don't care how obscure the country.
Yeah.
If in Estonia it was normal to sleep with your mother into your late teens, we'd be like, "You Estonian freaks!" Like we would just make
Yeah,
fucking
there's only
references to
3
that all the time.
countries left that I haven't fucked dudes from, and none of them sleep in their mom's beds. So
You know
Yeah.
how the Aztecs always sleep with their mom. They're too old.
Well,
I'm gonna
here's
sacrifice a guy to the sun and then fuck my own mother. I'm Aztec.
Here's why I think that she should break up with him. She should break up with him to teach him a lesson that it's fucking weird. So that therefore, when
Yeah.
he goes into relationships going forward,
He
as
lies.
he becomes an adult, he lies and
Why?
does not disclose that he slept in the same bed as his mother
He's got to learn it now.
when he was a teenager. Yeah, learn
Gotta
that
learn it now.
lesson. So
Nip
this
that
is
one in
a
the bud.
lesson of tough love. Yeah, I mean, whatever. You guys weren't going to make it anyway. You're teenagers. But this is a lesson. This is your opportunity to raise up and, reach out and touch someone. And that someone is not his mother. It's him.
Yeah.
Okay.
also, if he's telling her so willingly that he sleeps with his mom, and the reason is because he loves her, then he's gonna tell someone else, and then people are gonna be like, "Didn't you date that guy who fucks his mom? You don't want to be that
It's gonna be
girl."
weird. Yeah.
Boo.
It is totally gonna jump to fuck. Ooh, he fucks his
Yeah, because I was in high school once, and if I find that out about someone, I'd be like, "That girl's banging a dude who fucks his mom."
Yeah, I would
tell
make fun of a
everybody.
kid mercilessly for that. How's he not getting
Yeah.
bullied for this already? Where's bullying gone? All of this, we're anti-bullying. And what about the kids who genuinely need it?
I'm
You
never
know?
for bullying, but in this situation, yeah.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
often for bullying, and also in this situation.
Yeah. They only talk about the kids who get bullied for no good reason. You know what I mean? Like sometimes kids got to get. That's how you learn. It's not like the other kids will sit you down nicely and be like, "Now, Jim, it's fucking weird what you're doing." Like they don't have the emotional maturity, so they'll be like, "Jim is a fuckhead. He did this
Yeah.
thing." That's
in
what
fairness,
they do.
when I was in the second grade, the only gift I got was a motorcycle leather jacket. My siblings made fun of me
Oh.
so bad
Wow.
that I never
Wow.
wore it. And in fairness, I wasn't the leather jacket kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did,
They
me a
did the
favor.
right thing.
Oh, but that still makes me sad. Like you
I
didn't get
know.
to like.
No, I think that's good.
Oh,
Just
wow.
laying,
I think
just
that's
laying
very
next
good.
to my mom in that leather jacket for the
Yeah.
next 10 years.
Yeah.
Brutal.
No, they did the right thing. I mean, if you love something, sometimes you got to bully it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and keep it from doing dumb shit. And that's what needed to happen.
That's
and
what my parents said.
yeah. You know what? I'll bet you're not the first one to know about this. Like within his, I don't know, circle of friends, your school, whatever, and maybe he doesn't have a whole lot of friends. Maybe he's kind of shy. The mother cradling him for way too long, like that probably has something to do with it. But like there probably was at least one or two other people, at least, who heard about that and were like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to all this anti-bullying propaganda, and I'm not gonna fucking be mean to this kid. And you know what happened? He kept sleeping with his mom until he's in his teens.
Yeah, a lot of it's on the mom too. She got to be like,
A
dude,
lot of it's on
Oh,
the
for
mom.
sure.
Dude,
It's
you
all
got
on the mom.
pubes. Get
All
out
of
my
it's on
bed.
the mom.
Yeah.
All
Like,
of it's on the mom. You should stop sleeping with your kids when they're like, I don't know, 4. Like,
for sure.
What are, we're
Like, pretty young.
There is a 12-year gap here that we are not explaining. Like, what are you talking about?
And again, we're not
So
talking about weird situations where they're a little older than 4. They're like 8 or something. They just had a nightmare, or like like something happened. They got bit by a spider or something. Like, well, yeah, whatever. Come here, we'll snuggle a bit, and you're until you're not scared. Then get the fuck out of here because you're not going to be the weird kid. Like you have to do that at a certain point. And definitely, if it was the mom writing the question, we'd be able to give her that advice. But sadly, it's not the mom writing the question, mostly because I'd like to have the mom locked up. I think she's doing worse shit.
Yeah.
But
the mom's a freak, dude.
Yeah,
right,
weird.
100%.
Maybe her husband of a long time went to a different country.
sucks.
She had 9 children.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh wow.
I can honestly say
And
this.
so one of the kids still sleeps with her. She's like, well,
That's-
my husband left me. I had
That's the
9
baby of the last family.
It's the baby of the last family.
No.
The plot thickens.
I will honestly say this with my wife running tech on this podcast. If we have not just the baby we're about to have, but 8 more, and I come in and she is fast asleep with one of my teenage sons for no real reason, not like, oh, he was fighting with a neighborhood kid and I think he has a concussion and might die. That's the only
great
excuse I'm
reason.
taking with teenage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is this literally
Sure.
has to be a medical thing to save his life. If she was doing that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to South America. I'm telling Reddit about this, all of it.
In fairness, maybe this kid doesn't like this girl and is like somebody I know myself and has trouble breaking up with people. And he was like, man, I need to
getting
get
weirder.
rid of this girl. Mom, what should I do? She's like, fucking tell her you sleep in bed with me still.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's true, then there's probably like another Reddit thread that we could cross-reference. But I didn't do that much research, so you know.
Well, that's my new move.
To be fair,
We can only hope that's the situation.
Anyway, hey, I really like you, but I'm still sleeping with my mom.
Mom's lonely, so we
Mom's
can't stay
waiting.
over.
Yeah.
But
she's
you
got
were
my
great.
jammies all ironed and stuff.
Would you mind sleeping on the couch while I sleep with my mom? She needs me.
We got to listen to Celine Dion and drink rosé while we snuggle in bed
Yeah.
on my 17th birthday.
But yeah, so my final advice is, break up. You guys
I
are
think
But
any
before-
guy
wait,
who
before
loves
we-
his mom too much, that's a red flag.
Red
Yeah,
You know, you
100%.
should
Red
you should
100%.
love her, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ugh.
There's
It's,
before we get into final advice, Alpha Pest on YouTube says she needs to be supportive for joining the S community. Oh, this is for the last question. Sorry. Joel on YouTube says, Jake, I don't know if you're allowed to say lesbian and tickled pink in the same sentence without getting canceled. Joel on YouTube says, question written by a minor. Does that mean we need to be considered WWDDD? What would Donald Duck do before submitting an answer? AlphaPest 2 on YouTube says, but real mom might be even hotter. Joel on YouTube says, technically, Johnny and Amber were both found guilty. Him for defaming her for defecation. I was lying, but she shit in my bed. I was telling the truth about that. Matthew on YouTube says, yes, lying is the answer. AlphaPest 2 on YouTube says, obviously his dad left him with his mom, needs a warm body. Joel on YouTube says, oh, Matthew Dietz, man, friend of the show. Shout out to him. Thanks for watching, buddy. What's going on, Matthew? Joel on YouTube. Also follow Matthew Dietz on social medias. Check him out live.
100%.
Funny comment. Joel on YouTube says his classmates aren't going to bully him for this because most of them are sleeping with his mom too. All right. Any more
right.
final advice for this this young woman in need of?
I think I'm good, and I think that we should we should go to the lightning round.
Oh, lightning round.
If we
So
could do
question
that.
5.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to take our last question here on the Love Gurus
Last
podcast.
question.
People, if you've got any questions to write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or you better watch live every single Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Ask your questions, give us your comments. We'll read them right here on the show. But for now, we're going to take our final question from the wild, depraved animals on Reddit.
Last question. Can I have a dinosaur-themed 30th birthday party? I told my mother about my plans, and she made fun of me. My husband's okay with it, but he's a chill guy. I've already known that I'm an eccentric friend, but so
See, this is why you don't sleep with your kid until they're in teenage years. They're gonna be into goofy shit.
So this is a female writing the question. Not that matters, but so if it was only them at the party, I wouldn't think twice about it. But since it's 30, it's an important one, and my family is coming too. I'm scared of what they'll think of me. I've always tried to make them proud, especially my uncle, and I know that they expect us to be somewhat mature by now. Should I choose a less childish theme?
I'm not some
or have
28-year-old
the party
kid who
that
can do
I
dinosaur
want?
shit.
As the resident advocate for bullying, don't have a fucking dinosaur themed birthday party.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? What's
That
wrong with
sucks. Also, why are you trying to make your uncle proud? That's weird.
That to me was sounds like an issue for your therapist.
you? Yeah, she was
your uncle
way
do to
too
you?
casual with that uncle shit. I didn't like that.
The party sounds fun. You guys are being pretty unchill.
Nope.
You're being pretty
No,
unchill
no.
right now.
Okay, but here's my advice, and this is lightning round, so we'll try and keep it as short as possible. There's one thing between having a dinosaur-themed party for the average man, aka you've gone to Party City, you've got dinosaur plates, they're cartoons, et cetera, et cetera. That's a dinosaur-themed party for most people. Now, however, if you have, sort of Alec Baldwin money and you want to throw an adult let me take that back. Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, because they're known for throwing crazy parties. If you have that kind of money and you're throwing a dinosaur-themed party, they might have like a legit recreation of a dinosaur in their backyard. That's okay.
Yeah.
But there's no way it's not.
It's not okay to go to Party City or to Target and buy cartoon dinosaur themed whatever and put that on. Like,
right.
What the fuck are you talking
if
about?
don't get me wrong. If it's straight up like dinosaur themed, like paleontology, okay, but yeah, the hokey dinosaur shit. Like, if someone walks a real dinosaur in on a leash, that's pretty fucking cool.
That's actually okay. That's okay for any birthday party.
If Jeff Goldblum is bursting through the door going, no, don't have the party. You don't realize what you've done. You'll kill us all. It's like, this party's going to be fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, but...
Yeah.
But also,
it's
like,
crazy.
a real dinosaur is not going to make time to go to a 30th birthday party.
I know.
It's booked for so many appearances.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
so busy visiting kids with cancer.
Yeah.
You're 30. Grow up and have a regular party.
Yeah.
Rawr, you're an adult. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And maybe fuck a lady. I don't know. I wanted to throw it in somehow.
Just get that in there. Yeah. Let's keep the theme going. Yeah.
Why did we go extinct? Because we stopped fucking. We stopped fucking.
It's 100% just a, like, paper plates and napkins with Jurassic Park logos on them, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, and also, like, sick burn to the dinosaurs. They got wiped out by an asteroid. Do you think that they would look at us like, of course, if there were a live dinosaur now, it would be like,
That's true.
You fucker, like, you fucking wiped out my whole family.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to eat you, bitches. Like,
Uh-huh.
of course they're going to eat us. Like, do you think that there's a person nowadays, like, now that humans have evolved a little bit, that, like, they've got, like, some scales on their arm and they're like, oh, shit.
Sure.
Like, we're slowly evolving back to dinosaurs because, like,
Yeah.
the fact that dinosaurs evolved at some point and then we evolved, don't you think, like, God's up there being like, son of a bitch.
I don't,
Like, dinosaurs were so much cooler.
I don't have the time or knowledge to go into this, but apparently we all become crabs.
Crabs?
Oh, okay.
That's like the end. I don't know.
That actually sounds like a bar on the Lower East Side I go to a lot.
yeah. It's a good one. I do think what's going on here is that this girl thinks that this is funny.
Yeah.
It's not. And it's
not
gonna
funny.
bomb,
Yeah.
and people are gonna think you're weird.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be stupid. It's gonna
Do you
suck.
know how embarrassing? Like, bombing is humiliating. Now imagine bombing in one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes. That's not you're 30.
You just
know
gotta
what I
sit
mean?
there with that stupid fucking dinosaur head on.
Yeah.
While all your adult friends.
You're
just-
someone's daughter.
Yeah.
You know, respect yourself.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
do
someone's
that.
aunt.
somebody's
like it's a
husband
thing.
or
Yeah.
somebody's wife. Luckily,
Somebody's
Yeah,
niece,
it's-
apparently, and that's really important.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Aunt Karen wants me to go to her fucking dinosaur party. I'm 8 years old. I grew out of this at 7.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't even want to go to this shit.
Yeah, this loony bitch is lucky her husband's chill.
Yeah.
She'd be
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy is an abused man. You know?
100%. Yeah.
Why, he's like a modern day Johnny Depp, this guy. I mean, he's taking a lot of shit. I mean, it's not, he should sue her. I think this guy should sue his wife for defamation. That's what I think, for making him go to this.
I just can't get over her writing this the same way I would write when I was 16 and calling her husband.
Yeah, he's chill. It's fine.
He's a chill guy.
Yeah.
You just, whatever, like a grown woman is like, my husband's really chill. I'm like, oh, he doesn't care about you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he has no opinions on
He
your
doesn't
life.
care about your well-being
Yeah.
or like your future.
He's going on
Yeah.
trips and cheating on you.
100%. 100%. He is 2 trips away from coming back from a bride with the bride from South America that he's gonna force your kid to call mom at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my final advice is no. No for the dinosaur birthday. What other final advice do we have?
I say do it and invite me. It might be funny to go.
Yeah, if you do it, please invite me. And I will be laughing, not necessarily with you, but I will have a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems like a kind of a fun thing to do. Like, not if I knew you real well and cared about you.
Yeah.
Lizzie
know?
will be bullying her and I while we're walking around in those costumes.
Oh, 100%. I quit drinking. Bullying is all I have. It's incredible.
And it's going to be sober bullying, so it's going to be like the punches are going to be super tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be.
And I'm going to
Totally.
remember all of it.
Yeah. So that next year, 31st birthday, she can do callbacks. That's right.
Yep.
She's going to keep bullying you every year, whatever the theme is, you know? I actually feel bad for the dinosaurs if they see this party because they're like, you know, people, when they used to see us coming, they'd see like the water thing going around in the cup and they'd be like, fuck me, a T-Rex is coming. They used to be scared. You know
Now a
what I mean?
T-Rex is on the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, I used to be scary. You know, I think pirates do the same thing. They're like, I used to rape and plunder on the high seas. Now 5-year-olds are wearing me hot. You know? I think they'd be pissed, you know?
100%.
Yeah, I think this is similar to sleeping in your mom's bed in that you should lie about how much you like this.
Yes.
Like you can be
100%.
like a little into dinosaurs, but nobody needs to know that you're this into
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Yes.
Make it like
Agreed.
an accident, like they switched the bags at Party City. I
Yeah,
remember that.
that's great.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
do
Yeah.
that, and then be like, but it's kind of funny. Like,
I was
Yeah.
in a D section. I said dicks. I wanted a bunch of inflatable
Yeah.
dicks.
I
thought
spilled
it would
something
be
on my
fun.
dress. What else can I wear? Oh, there's an inflatable dinosaur.
that's all we have. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I said I wanted a guy hung like a dinosaur, not a cup with a dinosaur. This is ridiculous.
I love the idea of a woman walking around in one of those dinosaur costumes, being like, "Ugh, this old thing." I know. I didn't want to wear it either.
Dude, I hope she finds another guy who's into dinosaurs and they do dinosaur role playing and stuff. And
Well, her
she's
husband's
just
chill.
yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She's pretty much doomed. She's gonna do this anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
she's a dork. Do whatever you want. Everybody who loves you already knows you're a dork.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I think we answered that question. I think we answered all of the questions amazingly.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think it's been great. It's been a great podcast.
Yes, thank you so much to both of our guests. Thank you to
Thank
Lizzy
you.
Cassidy.
Thank you.
Thank you to Ray Zawondi.
Thank
and
you so much.
thank you to our listeners. Thank you to Amy too for
Thank you,
doing the
Amy.
tech stuff
Amy.
tonight. You know, like and subscribe. Definitely like and subscribe right up there. Click the button. Do it now. Thank you to everybody that was here in the chats. To Alpha Pest, to Matthew Dietz, to Joel, to Tim, to everybody out there. Oh, check us out next week, man. We are going to be live with a live audience from Grove 34 in Astoria. If you are within driving distance or flying distance or anything, definitely come. It's going to be great. Grove 34 in Astoria off the Broadway stop. But if not, watch next time anyway. And like, subscribe. We will have the show still broadcasted live on YouTube. So give us comments, give us your likes, give us your subscribes. Until next week,